There we go. There we go. There we go. That was sexy. That was a sexy bite, guys. That was a sexy eat. All right, I'm gonna pin us down here so we can deal with this guy. What's up, guys? Welcome back to see you out there. Welcome back to another Sunday fishing video. Today is an off day, guys. This is crazy. We got a north blow a couple days ago that blew all the water out of the bay system. The water here at Jamaica Beach is probably 2.5 feet lower than normal, and that's higher than it was yesterday. Yesterday, the bay, West Bay, Tiki Island, Jamaica Beach, Bayou Vista was almost bone dry, guys. So we got a little bit of water back in today, maybe 6 to 8 inches. It's still about 2 foot low, and we're on an outgoing tide. Now, the temperature this morning was in the high 40s. It's about 10 o'clock right now. It's low 60s, 60, 61 degrees. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go fish my winter spots, the winter guts and drains where the fish usually stack up in the colder months, and see if those fish are in there already. Temperature right now, water temp is 65 degrees, guys. This is from 80 degrees 2 weeks ago. So it's a drastic water level change and temperature change. So I'm gonna go see if the trout and flounder and redfish have pushed down into the deeper guts. It's also the last weekend of flounder season. I'm not flounder fishing down by the pass and down by the jetties. It's just crowded down there today, and maybe we can get a few moving out of the marsh. If we catch any flounder, we are gonna put a few in the box for Corey. But anyway, guys, let's get started. Let's get this thing going and see what we can do to put a few fish in the box. Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna make a quick drift through here. This isn't the exact spot I wanted to go to, but this area has a little deep hole in it. If you've seen our last winter videos in the past, you know that we fish this little area a lot when it's colder. So we're just kind of doing a check, see if these fish are here already. I'm gonna start out throwing our normal hooked up baits, pearl and chartreuse. Ooh, there's a bite, there's a bite. Hang on to it. Got it. Ooh, what is that? What do we got, guys? It's small, like a croaker or something. Let's get him in so we can pin it down. Take a look at this. Oh, it's a little rat red. All right. Let's pin it down real quick, guys. We might be on a little school of fish. This little rat red, he bit like a little white trout. Usually when you find one of these back in here, there's a whole bunch of them. Look at that tail. Look at that. He is beautiful. Little bitty guy, 14 inches maybe. Let's see if there's more in here. I'm just working this little ditch. It's where all the water falls out of these two marshes and falls down into the gut, the deeper part where all the water drains out. I find in the winter months, if I can find these places, any drain that comes out of any marsh, not this one in particular, but you find this scenario in any of your favorite marsh, and that's where the fish will fall out to. They fall out to that deeper water. So my theory this morning was that maybe with that big blow for 2 days, all the water pulled back out of these marshes, all those fish are sitting down in here, and as the tide goes back, they'll move their way back into the deeper water. So that works for Corey and I every winter. You know, it's almost November. It was 40-something degrees this morning. I'm just testing to see if the winter patterns have started. Now, the only reason I pinned down is because that little redfish, usually a schoolie size redfish, that size, are typically together. So I just want to see if there's any more of them in this little gut before I blow it out and drift through it. Little bitty guy, but I'll take him. All right, guys, I made a little run. I ran to the other side of the bay. The water looks a lot cleaner over here. I can actually see the bottom. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fish. This is normally, we pull this shoreline. You guys have seen a lot of videos of us there, but that water sucked out so much. It's like 6 inches all the way in there. We could pull it, but I could see if there's any fish in there. So I'm gonna drift from the shelf out into like 3 or 4 foot of water and see if these flounder and redfish and stuff are pulled off. There's a lot of bait working this edge, so I think we may be onto something. But we're gonna work this drop off. We're gonna pin down, get our GoPro ready, and see. The water's a whole lot cleaner over here, guys. It is a beautiful day. All right, guys, so one thing very different from this place to the place we started, well, two different things. One thing is water clarity. I don't know if you can tell how much clearer the water is in the GoPro, but I can see the bottom, which is a lot nicer. It's still a little stained, but I'm okay with that. Usually Texas fish, if the water is crystal clear, they're very spooky, so I am okay with this water clarity. The other thing that I'm seeing that I like a whole lot better is bait. There is a lot of bait on this drop-off. Running this little edge where it goes from 1 foot to 3 feet, there is a lot of mullet out in front of me. I think we may be onto something, so I'm gonna make long drifts from shallow to deep and see if we can't locate something. Quite a few boats out here doing the same thing today. I got a good feeling about this. Oh, there's a little something. Come on. There we go. It's like a little trout. Oh, it's a little speck out here in this deep water. All right, that's what we're seeing. It's another little guy, but we'll take him. 10, 12 inches, 10 inches. All right, cool. Let's keep fishing. So we are out here in 3.5 foot of water, guys. We are in 3.5 foot of water. I missed a couple bites. That's a good sign. Maybe there's some bigger fish in here. I'd like to find a nice big redfish out here. In winters past, Corey and I found them out here. The big ones, 6, 8 pounders, sitting out here off this ledge. But that's usually deep in the winter when that shelf up there is just bone dry. But this is a known trout spot, so I'm not surprised they're here at this depth. I'm happy that they are. I'd like to catch a couple more. I'd like to catch a couple keepers. Do a little trout catch and cook today. But I'm going to make a long drift. I'm going to work this area for a little bit. This is insane. We're going to creep up on a redfish in here. Right there. Uh-huh. I see you. Redfish right there, guys. Look at him. Oh, yep, they're in here. There's one right up there. Oh, he's on it. He's on it. Yep, here they are. See him right there, guys? See him? See him? Come on, Brad. These fish are super spooky in here, guys. Very spooky. Holy crap, they are spooky. Come on, fish. We definitely found them. I just gotta figure out how to hook them. I know what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put on a bugs lure and try to sight cast these guys with a bugs lure. Y'all hang on. Let me find the bugs and see what we can't do to get these fish to eat. Hold still. All right, guys, I switched over to a small little bugs lure. This is a great sight fishing lure. They were very afraid of what I was throwing. Crap, here's two right here. Look at this. I stood up and there's two redfish right here. That's insane. They are in here thick right now. These fish are staying around too. Come on, fish, come back to me. I can't tell if this is a redfish or not, guys. Look at him. We're gonna get one of them to eat it, guys. Oh man. All right, let's go find them. There we go. There we go. There we go. That was sexy. That was a sexy bite, guys. That was a sexy eat. All right, I'm gonna pin us down here so we can deal with this guy. Guys, I saw him a long way away and he wasn't spooked. He had his head down and was feeding, and I was able to put that bugs right in front of him. And he freaking turned and piled up on it. I don't know if you guys can see it in the footage. That's what we want right there. That's what we want right there. Oh, he came off. That's all right. That's all right. We caught one. Holy cow. All right, let's go do it again. So they'll eat this, guys. They'll eat it. Man, let's go catch another one. So guys, all I did was I saw that fish out casting range, put the lure near him, bounced it twice. I actually threw it behind him and he turned and smoked it down. So we know they're in here. We know they're feeding. Let's see if we can get here and get us another one. I'm just scanning the water looking for shadows. Guys, we gave that one hell of a shot. I chased those redfish for probably an hour. Got one to bite. Kind of got blown out of my spot. So I'm gonna just kind of start drifting back out in the deeper water. See if there's any sitting out here. Those fish are in there. They're just super spooky in that clear water. They didn't want a bugs. They didn't want hooked up baits on a twist lock. So we're gonna drift back a little bit deeper and see if the deeper fish are a little more aggressive. We saw some flounder in there, a couple sheep's head, probably 15, 20 redfish, and caught that one. Had a couple chase, just would not quite commit to it. If I'd had Corey and we'd have been on the push pole, I think we could have caught a couple of those fish, but it was very hard to get close enough to them with a trolling motor to put a shot on them in 6 inches of water. So let's drift out here in this deeper water and see if we can do something. There we go. There we go. Another little trout out here. Man, we got out of that shallow stuff, found us another little trout here. Oh, he's a good fish too. Nice. Little legal trout, probably just barely. Beautiful fish. Absolutely beautiful fish, guys. Let's get him back in the water. Might have found us a little bite here. I'm gonna pin us down here too. You know, considering the weather, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, coming in today, it's actually going way better than I anticipated. I thought today was gonna be a struggle. It's not been an easy day, but we have caught a few trout. We caught a couple redfish. We've seen a bunch of redfish. So all in all, I'm really pleased with the way today's gone. The water looks better on this side than I anticipated as well. 2 redfish, 2 trout. Not a great day by any means, but we're on the board and I'm pretty stoked that we're finding fish in this low water. That means our winter spots are paying off. We'll fish a little bit longer, see if we can catch a big flounder or something to take home. If not, I'm pretty stoked. 1 legal red, 1 shy red, 1 legal trout, 1 shy trout. I'll take it. Another great day on the water, guys. We didn't kill them after the weather we had the last 2 days. I'm extremely happy. Very pleased we found that big school of redfish. Couldn't get them to eat, but it's like that sometimes. You know, it's sometimes it be like that. They don't want to cooperate, but we found them. They're there. They're milling around. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're in large numbers. They run around in pairs and triplets up there on that flat, warming up in the sun and this 60-degree water temperature, 68-degree water temperature. Awesome day. I'm super happy, guys. We're gonna be back on the water a lot lately. We're gonna be on the water all winter. We don't have any big plans, guys, so we're gonna start transitioning into fall and winter tactics, start throwing smaller lures, start throwing smaller stuff like Ned rigs, start working deep drains and guts, start working deeper water. It's transition time, guys. This is the last weekend to keep flounder, so we'll still catch them, we'll still fish for them, we just won't be able to harvest them. But it's been a great day, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for everything, and as usual, we'll see you out there. Yo!